All right, so I'm going to introduce us and let you know why we brought all these wonderful, wonderful toys. Can you be quiet for 1 minute? It said Christopher. It said Christopher. Dude, that one's going off.
So did this.
Thank you. That shows us that you're here. Dude, it's still going. He hasn't stopped.
Yeah, they're going off like crazy.
Shoot. I'm going to get rained out here. Yeah, maybe they're just getting energy from the rain. Oh, by the way, if you guys need energy, you can take it from the cameras or the lights. You can even borrow some from me if you need to. You can see I have a lot of it. And I love, whoa! Take the energy from that lightning, yo!
I got a name, Sarah.
Sarah, were you the mother? Dude, that's a lot of thunder. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Day and Night. Tonight we bring you a very special episode because it is the first episode of Season 3. That's right, never knew we'd get this far, but here we are. We had some ups and downs the last 2 seasons. We gained some momentum went away, but we're back for Season 3, and I think you're really gonna love this one. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what is the matter with you? Go ahead, subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. It's free to do so. You help us out more than you'll ever know. Like the videos, comment, and we got a lot coming up for you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mark. This is Nick. You know him. Tonight, when
We rolling?
we are.
Welcome everybody to Day and Night! I'm here with Mark, and I'm here with Chris.
There he is. There he is.
What up? So it's been a while that we brought a video out because it's been hot. Like, I mean super hot, like 120 degrees hot. Rock, this is not part of the bit, Rocky. You're such a camera hog. Anyway, that's Rocky. So we're going somewhere special tonight, and I have a special announcement right now that even Chris and Mark don't know about. This is officially the start of Season 3.
Yay!
Yay! Season 3! Woo! What do you think about that, Rocky? Okay. Rocky, you're not only going to get us in an accident, but you're ruining the intro. Rocky, get back. Rocky, sit down. Rocky, come on. Get back. That's Rocky. So we're going to a very special place tonight. We're going to one of the places that is a black mark on the United States history, especially here in the Southwest. A lot of people don't even know about this event happening, but it happened and it was horrific. It was one of the largest massacres in U.S. history, and it happened in the state of Utah. And you guys probably have a neighbor or someone you know from work or a friend that's Mormon, and they might be the nicest person you know. Well, guess what? We're going to the Mountain Meadows Massacre, where the Mormons massacred a party from Arkansas. They only killed about 120 people, so it wasn't that bad. Okay, that's where we're going right now. They say you can still hear the cries at night to this day. You can also see a gate open and close. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in Utah. Chris and I have been wanting to come for a while. Mark's also researched this place, and it just so happens that today's the day we can all three drive out here. It's a couple-hour drive from Vegas, and we're stoked to be here. Now let's give you a little history lesson on the mountain. I want to say Mountain Meadow. Yeah, mountain first.
Meadow.
On the Meadow Mountains? No, Mountain Meadows.
Meadow.
First, let's give you a little history lesson on the Mountain Meadows Massacre. So there's a good chance you're asking, what is the Mountain Meadows Massacre? Well, I'm here to tell you. Real brief, to sum it all up real quick, in 1857, there was a party traveling from Arkansas and some from Missouri. They were going all the way out west to California. And in doing so, they had to make a stop in Utah. And when they did so, the entire party was massacred by a group of Mormons and maybe some Paiute Indians, but pretty much by the Mormons. Well, they had their reasons, they had their motives. Now, the massacre was so brutal, there's no excuse for what they did, and there's no excuse for how they did it. But there was a lot of built-up resentment and anger that was building up in these guys for years. So let me give you a brief history of what the Mormons have gone through. In January of 1831, Joseph Smith and 75 followers moved from upstate New York to Kirtland, Ohio. They were being persecuted, they were being threatened, they were being bullied, the mobs were after them. Joseph Smith was tarred and feathered, and they moved to Kirtland, Ohio to escape all of this. At the same time, they were trying to establish a new home, or Zion as they called it, in Independence, Missouri. So some of them went to Missouri, some went to Ohio. Eventually, they all ended up in Independence, Missouri. The Missourians were quite upset about the Mormons and quite jealous of the Mormons, as the Mormons were buying up a lot of land, they were prospering, they were doing very well economically, and the Missouri people did not like it. They were threatened by the Mormons, thinking they were going to take over the state, politics and everything else. In 1838, Governor Boggs of Missouri ordered an extermination of the Mormons. So the Mormons were forced to leave again, persecuted again. The prophet Joseph Smith was always against taking up arms. They did everything peacefully. 3 days later, after the extermination order, a group of Missourians killed 18 Mormons in what's known as the Hans Mill Massacre. Hans was not a member of their church, but he had befriended them and was providing them a place to hide out and a place to rest. And a group of Missourians, a mob, came and opened fire on Mormons inside of a building, the blacksmith shop. They pulled out kids that were hiding and killed them execution style. So in 1839, the Mormons followed their leader again from Missouri to Illinois, and they set up their own town, which they named Nauvoo. Now, as Nauvoo started to prosper and the city started to bloom, once again they were persecuted, and their beloved prophet Joseph Smith was taken under arrest and put into a jail in Carthage, Illinois. In 1844, in the Carthage jail, a mob stormed the jail and they shot Joseph Smith, killing him falling out of a second-story window. So now the Mormons have been persecuted everywhere they've gone. They were massacred in Missouri, and their prophet was now just martyred. In 1845, they named a new leader of the church, Brigham Young, and he took the Mormons out west. And this time they were going to go far enough to get away from everybody, and that's when they ended up in the Salt Lake City or Utah Valley. And at this point, there was a lot of rumors that the American Army was going to come and change the government in Utah and take land away from them. They were done doing things peacefully. They formed a militia so that they could fight back, and they were ready for war with the army. In 1857, the Baker Fancher Party left from Arkansas, headed to California through Utah. Now, it was custom that when a group of travelers came through, you would sell your goods to them, or you would trade goods so be able to get the things they needed and be on their way. Now, the Mormon leaders had ordered their people not to trade goods or to barter with anyone, not because they just wanted to be mean, but because they needed to ration and keep everything that they had for themselves in case this war happened with the Mormon militia and the government. So at this time, they weren't willing to sell any goods, and this really upset the party from Arkansas. It's said that as they were in the area and their cattle were grazing and they were resting to make the last trip to California, the last little bit, they would go out at night, have some drinks, and it's rumored that some things were said that really upset the people here in Utah. One of those things being one guy bragging about having the gun or the bullet that killed Prophet Joseph Smith. Another guy boasting that he was at the Hans Mill Massacre, being one of the people killing all the Mormons. And so there was a lot of hostility stirring up.
In my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't.
On September 7th, 1857, the leadership down in Cedar City, and I mean political leadership, I don't mean church leadership, they devised a plan and they were going to basically attack this party. And they set fire, started shooting on this party from Arkansas. The group from Arkansas was very well prepared. I guess not so prepared to fight, but they were well trained if something like that happened. They circled all their wagons together, chained them together, dug pits, put the kids and women in the pits, and made everything very heavy, and basically set up a fort. And they fought back very well. They lost about 10 people in that first barrage of gunfire, which is sad enough as it is. But as they sat there without food and water inside their wagons for the next 3 or 4 days, so on September 11th, 1857, a group of guys, well, one guy came in with a white flag saying, "Hey, I come in peace." One of the leaders, John D. Lee, also came with the white flag. And they said, "Hey, we're going to escort you through if you guys give up all your arms. If you give us all your guns, we'll let you go through, and you can get to California in peace, and this will all be washed away." And so really the group was hungry, thirsty. They had no other choice. So they agreed. They gave their guns away to the Mormons. And as they were being escorted through this mountain meadow, an order was given to do your duty, which basically meant fire upon the person that you were escorting. All the men were killed, basically shot at point blank range. The women and children above, they think the age 6, 7, or 8, they were all then massacred by hand, probably a lot of them brutally beaten, which is horrific to even think about. So again, like I said, there is nothing that can justify what they did and how they did it. About 120 men, women, and children above the age of 7 were massacred. Only 17 people that survived were all children under the age 7. These children were then adopted by the Mormon families in Utah. They were raised for 2 years until a group from Arkansas and the government came. Extended family members came and picked these kids up and took them back to Arkansas. And that's the Mountain Meadows Massacre. That's how horrific it was, and that's why we decided to go.
The militia came down and basically slaughtered 120 immigrants. There was a high tension going on between Mormons. They were pushed out for many years, and settlers came in causing trouble. But I know Chris knows quite a bit more about it, so.
We just put Mark on the spot, by the way.
Well, I'll give you the summary, and you guys can add whatever. But I've read a couple books on it. Anyway, a party of immigrants, like Nick said, was coming through. They're heading south in Utah. They started in the northern half, of course. The party was from Arkansas, and some of the party was from Missouri. Now, if you know anything about Mormons in Missouri, they clashed, especially back in the day. Mormons were persecuted greatly in Missouri. There was actually, by Governor Boggs, there was an extermination order where it was okay to kill a Mormon under certain circumstances. So eventually the Mormons got out of Missouri. And one of the reasons why they came west was, they say it under revelation, but they wanted to be left alone. Well, once they got out here, the U.S. The U.S. government still wouldn't leave them alone. Part of that was due to polygamy laws. And but anyway, this immigrant company was coming through, and I forget what their destination was. Maybe California.
California, just had a party. California. Yeah, they're going to California.
And so, back then it was customary to, when people are traveling through your land, you help them out. But and the Mormons would have been happy to do so, but they were, told not to trade certain items because they were actually preparing for war. So that made the company angry. Plus, they had reasons why they didn't like the Mormons in the first place. One was they were claiming to be from Missouri, and the ones that were from Arkansas, from what I remember, the problems that were going on in Arkansas is probably Pete Pratt went out there and was in Arkansas and ended up with another man's wife became Parley Pete Pratt's wife, and that caused a bunch of stir, and eventually Parley Pete Pratt was murdered for, I don't know if it was for that or for I think that was the main reason they didn't like them. But anyway, so, you know, they already had a bad taste in their mouth about Mormons. They're coming through. Now the Mormons won't trade things with them. And so that starts getting these immigrants popping off and really mad. And, you know, when they were drunk, they would say, you know, some terrible things. One guy was even claiming to be the guy that, you know, put the bullet in Joseph Smith that killed him. They would say terrible things about the Mormon women and, you know, weren't treating them well. Anything else you guys remember about some of the mischief they were causing as they were coming through?
This group was done taking crap, and so after they ran their mouths, things got a little crazy. The Mormons decided that was going to be enough. And on 9/11, like Mark said, they ordered a massacre, and what they did, there's no justification for. They killed all the men, women, and children above the age of 7. And they did it even dirty. They got a group of Paiute Indians to jump in on it. But I'll explain all this later because Rocky's on my lap and it's pissing me off.
All right.
National Historic Landmark.
By the National Park Service. So I don't know if anything special happened down here. I think the main like monuments up here, just because this is a hill and they kind of a nice overlook of the whole land.
It's beautiful though. I mean,
it's funny how they wanted to disguise it and get away with it and make it look like the Indians did it. And this much time later, there's monuments. Oh, he saw the 15 children return to relatives and friends.
yeah, it said.
They sent a group out. So the only people that were spared were the kids under the age 7, right? So a couple years later, the Arkansas government, or this guy, James H. Berry, they came back and got all the kids that were left behind, who the Mormons were just raising. And so they came out, saw this, like, holy cow, they were dumbfounded that this had happened. They took all the kids back to distant family members back in the South.
After 2 years.
Yeah, after 2 years. What are your guys' initial feelings just being out here?
I feel calmness. I could smell just the meadows and kind of takes you back to the time and almost.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I just feel like this serenity, like this quietness. Even though there's like a lot of bugs, a lot of different noises, it's like
crickets.
I don't even know how to describe this feeling. It's just.
It is a feeling of calmness, and that's maybe we won't feel that all night. Maybe
the surviving children, and maybe because this first little thing we came on is all about the surviving children, so it's not as sad.
Well, just think what they went through though and what they saw.
At length between sundown and dark of the last day, I heard a firing greater than before and more distinct. This is the time when the last of them were killed. In about an hour, a wagon.
I just had a hit on this.
Ooh. Forgot about turning that on. It's like, hey, let's turn this on and see.
I had a hit.
I saw it with my eyes.
I didn't have it on film though.
If there's any spirits that are here at this site, we're just here to communicate and to see if we can show signs of you, prove that you're here. My name's Nick.
And Chris.
And I'm Mark.
And we just came all the way from Las Vegas to visit this tragic site and to learn more about you. And maybe there's things that history doesn't say about you that you want us to know. That's why we're here. But we're not here to harm you, to hurt you, or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and you can use my device to think of words and to talk to us. We have other toys that we're going to break out later. Dude, Mark, my thing is just, did you see that?
Oh my gosh.
It was on red. Look, it's orange now. It just went away. There it is again.
A wonder then, even up
I'm
in,
getting hits.
After years and years and
Nope,
years,
just
they
getting big hits right there, red.
there it is.
Jeez. Holy cow!
Is it? You have a watch? No.
No watches there. Oh, dude, mine's hitting red too.
Right here. But even up in later years, they were actually dug up bones still.
Dude, look at I'm under you, just going nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this device on. Again, you can use your words here and talk to us if you can. That's pretty crazy. We're glad to know you're here. If you keep touching these devices in our hands, it means you're telling us we're going the right way, or we're doing the right thing. Smudge home. That's an interesting thing to start with. Male energy. You talking about us? We got 4 boys here, including the dog. Should we be using our infrared? We'll break that out later. Will you show yourself if we do? Townsman, that's a name from the past. Townsman. Traffic. Did you get a lot of traffic here? Where are you from? What's home to you? How old are you? How far is this going to take us?
It's not too far. A little pit walk up there.
You're 9 years old? I just asked him how old he is.
What's his name?
He said 9.
What's your name?
Yeah, can you tell us your name?
This talks about the baker, the leader of the Arkansas wagon train.
They were the baker of the Franchards or something?
Ranchers.
The Baker Fancher party.
Yes.
So there must have not been that many from Missouri. Unless there's another one that talks about the Missouri train.
There were just a few. You guys see those lights way out there? I don't know what that is. Just off in the blackness?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, this is where all the names are.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And ages.
Oh. Just got real. It just got real.
Alexander Fancher, 45. Eliza Fancher,
Just got an Aaron.
32.
Aaron on here.
I'm cooking. Justin. Dude, all of a sudden I'm getting all names. Justin and Aaron.
Let's find you.
Easy rock.
Not over here. Justin and Aaron.
Christopher Kit Carson.
Wow.
You guys, so 17 small. Dude, my thing is going off. Dude.
Mine's getting hits too.
17 small surviving children were taken after the massacre. The next day, they were distributed to families in the area. 3 of the children, Rebecca, Louisa, and Sarah Dunlap, remained with the Hamblins. After about 2 years, the family surrendered those 17 children to federal authorities. The children were returned to relatives in Arkansas. Wow.
Yeah.
You even imagine.
Sure they, Oh, mine went off. That is weird because what kind of there's no electric energy around here. Anybody here that's on the wall that'd like to speak to us? We would love to talk to you.
We're going to get some more of our equipment that will help us know you're here. We're going to check out some of the other areas, but we'll be back, maybe. Would you say everyone that lost their lives in this massacre is still here? Or do you know that? So I've heard this theory that dark spirits or dark entities are attracted to tragedy. So a place like this where there was such a tragic event, did it attract? Dude, this is, yeah, I was just gonna say this is going off since I'm right when I start saying that.
Holy moly. Yeah.
Did it attract some dark entities here?
Right when you said that, now it's quiet.
Like they're coming swooping in.
Mine's still going to yellow sometimes.
Reaching out.
Where'd you guys go?
You trying to get us to go down this trail? Follow the trail? No, I'm hitting hard too.
I'm not.
Sometimes that one, by the way, it looks like it's broken.
It's like it wants us to go off the...
Like
That's what I was
something's...
saying. Like, hey, come this way. I'll show you more.
There is a kind of a trail. Do you want us to go down? Yes.
The other camera's out. So that's
Yeah,
just
you
It's
don't
not
want
hidden anyway.
It's crazy how much the landscape's changed, huh?
Is that someone else in the parking lot? Besides you? Okay.
That ain't us, that's for sure. I don't think that's the same parking lot, though. Maybe it is. Frogs. So, oh, this is that main thing again.
Mm-hmm. So we're here. So we'll be down here. I see.
Different sites. But, yeah,
Yeah, just knowing that they were brought here, this meadow.
So, Mark, you're thinking this is where they separated them, and so they brought the women here while they were alive. This is where they massacred them.
Yeah, they brought in the flags. They said they would if they dropped all their weapons and surrendered their weapons, they were taken to a safe haven into, what town is it?
Is this Cedar City, right?
Yeah.
Is this after they killed the men?
They did it at the same time, basically. The Paiute Indians, plus probably some of the Mormons, took the women because they were easy game, and the militia took care of the men.
So they did it because they separated, and that's why it's in two different spots.
Yes. And they knew what was going on. You know, they knew something was up once they separated them.
Not likely, Mark.
Okay.
Are we talking to any of the women? 40? Is that your age? Or is that how many of you were massacred? Is it 40 women?
You know what? Oh my gosh.
60 men? 17 children? Something like that? Can you let me know if I'm right?
Yeah.
Where were the bodies left? Where were you buried?
Can you hold the light down a little bit? It's kind of... There you go.
I mean, does this just keep going? Or?
It goes
Oh, there's
down to
another
here.
sign
There's a
down there.
memorial down
Let's
here.
check it out.
So they were marched, kind of herded with the Paiutes, by the Paiutes.
So was it just, from what you know, was it the Paiute Indians that murdered all the women? They probably had some help, right? But I feel like that's even worse, to leave the women to the native savage
And I know, you know, they might,
rape, probably. Yeah.
and you
So
got to
they just
kind of
turned
feel
their
sorry for the
got
Indians
Julia.
because,
It's got a woman's name.
well, the,
Julia. Choke.
Julia.
Julia choked.
oh my God.
Julia, were you choked? Was it by an Indian? A savage Indian beast, man. What? Oh, dude, this is messed up. I'm not messed up, but this is sad. See, like, remember how terrifying it would be?
Yes.
One of them? Oh my gosh. And the trauma the kids had the rest of their life. Dude, what is this?
May we forever remember the women, children, and wounded who died here on September 11th, 1857, as part of the Mountain Meadows Massacre. They were killed without just cause.
This read says, with love from Arkansas,
Most lie in unmarked graves somewhere in this valley. Only 17 small children survived. They were later returned with their extended families in Arkansas 2 years later.
You feel like you had justice? This is your home?
Wait a minute, let's come out. I mean, up until somewhat fairly recently, they were still found bones.
Like the last couple of years?
Well, no, I think it was a little longer than that, but... Oh, I have it turned around, sorry.
Dude, to actually be like in the meadow right now is weird.
It is. Do you feel a little...
I feel like it got colder.
Well, it is, but...
I don't mean from Las Vegas. I mean just from right there.
Uh-huh. Kind of a...
I felt that too.
Did you? A quick drop?
I thought maybe it was from the asphalt to here, but... Yeah, this is... Oh my gosh, how terrifying. Now an Indian's got a hold of me and it's just gonna club me to death.
Plus, I bet you they were here with the Indians and they already heard gunshots over there.
Yeah, but in a way, you almost have to feel for the Indians because they were ordered, or they would be killed. I mean, they weren't savages.
They were definitely tricked into it.
Yes.
I thought they agreed to it.
They did.
Well, they were under their rule. Their you know.
I don't think they were forced to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You made a noise? It's hard to hear with all the fog. There was a deal. There was some incentive for them.
Oh, of course. That's, you know, even John D. Lee had incentives. That's why he carried it through.
What were they?
The incentives?
Yeah.
It was something about, you know, being in the afterlife on the, you know, next to God, and he was offered 5 wives as well upon return. So those are incentives too. But
Upon completion of the task?
yeah. And I think he did. Who knows? We never really know how many wives maybe Brigham Young had.
So we've been to 2 of the places, just to get a quick look.
It smells so
The
nice.
third place, where the men, looks like there's people camping there, where there's a bunch of campfire. And we'll probably stay away from that one, and we're probably going to head over to where we all think is the main area.
So what were you saying?
So we've been to 2 of the places now. The kids and the women here. There's a place for the men that we kind of drove past that we probably won't go to because there's campfires down there. So we're not disturbing anyone. But where we're going is kind of the place where I think we all think the most activity will happen. That's where the grave sites are, and the rock cairn monument. So we're going to go there, and we'll take all our equipment out and get this investigation rolling.
Sounds good.
So these are where the grave sites of all the victims of the massacre. This is where things are going to get trippy, I think. Okay, so we've checked things out a little bit so far, and we're going to the, well, the scary part, where all the 120 bodies are buried out in this meadow. Let's see what happens. Rocky, come on. Don't mess with me.
This is it. This was in the. It's a pretty hike.
Nice.
And it doesn't swing.
These lights run out of juice quick? Or?
No. Why the camera?
Well, because it usually does. Like the energy might get drained or whatever.
Dude, that one's going off.
So did this one.
Holy cow.
Thank you. That shows us that you're here.
Hey, you got thunder rolling.
Let us set up a few more things, then we're going to talk to you.
She knows you.
Put some in that corner too.
So we just have them on three of the sides.
This one went off. When yours went off, this one went off right there.
Pull the antenna all the way up. Dude, it's still going. Thing hasn't stopped.
Leave this place.
You haven't even met us yet.
You like that, especially Nick. He's fun.
Blinking. All right, so we got the place pretty well rigged up. Are we missing anything? Almost feel like we're missing a device or something, but probably not.
We all have an EMF.
Oh yeah.
I had
Is that lightning?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all
A
around.
huge flash?
Incredible.
And that thunder's right above us.
It's kind of all around. It's surrounding the area, the meadows.
Chris,
Yeah.
Chris, you want to jump that and put the EMF on the freaking stones in there?
Want to climb the top?
I'm not volunteering you because I wouldn't do it. I just will either get hurt.
Zachary.
I know.
Absolutely not. You're good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the comments. You sons of bitches. I'm from Arkansas.
Well, somebody put a thing up here. So.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, and they're in prison. Just kidding. What you doing, Rock? We should have brought your water down here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There was like a blue light that went right behind you. Like, I look like a firefly, but disappeared. You got to catch it.
Stop this.
Did it say stop this? Stop this.
But I think it meant keep going.
Francis.
It's shutting off.
Francis.
It kind of like goes and then shuts off. Is there a problem?
Oh, their name's Francher.
Tiny house.
There you go. But it has a battery in it.
I'm just wondering if
Elsa's here.
I have too much on there.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to introduce us and let you know why we brought all these wonderful, wonderful toys. Can you be quiet for 1 minute? It said Christopher. It said Christopher.
Mindset Ghost is here.
And you're the one that went up there.
Ghost is here.
So look, my name is Nick. This is my brother Chris. This is our friend Mark. And we are here, one, to pay tribute to you guys, and we're so sorry about what happened out here. And we're just here to communicate. All these things we brought that we've put out, you can touch any of these things, play with them. It just lets us know you're here. They can't hurt you. There's no disrespect. Turn on this flashlight. Let us know you're here, guys. But we're just here to communicate and get the real story, because there's a lot of different stories out there, and we just want to know what happened and hear it from you. Chris, though, he's Mormon and he loves Brigham Young and Joseph Smith, so he just wanted you to know that.
It's raining. It is raining.
Milk south.
Okay, bad joke, I know. Sorry, guys. But we're just here. We're fun guys. We joke around a lot. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. We don't mean sometimes it might sound disrespectful, but we don't mean it that way. But if you can touch one of the antennas we have out, touch the flashlight, turn it on, light any of this stuff up. You touch this, it's called the REM pod right in front of Chris. You touched that before when we first set it up. Can you do that again? Did we scare you away? Does the dog scare you? Grace. All right, so yeah, whenever you're ready, do stuff, talk. Oh, and the device I have out here, you can think of words and use your energy, like milksop. That was a good word you used. Milksop, guys. Milksop. But yeah, and Mark also has one of those devices. Oh, I'm lighting up in my hand.
What?
Nope. I was. Mark also has one. But look, to set these off, you just go, oh, you see that? Look at this. Pretty cool. Oh dear. That should do it.
Incubus.
Incubus. Well, what was that just doing? That's a sex demon. They want to have sex with you, with their demons.
We got an EMF up top of the tower here.
Yeah, go up to the top, guys. We believe that as spirits, you can go up there easily, so show us. Let's say, Mark, that's enough?
It said Jessica.
Oh, Christopher and Jessica. That's weird. Two Mormon names.
Hey, don't mess with my daughter.
It said brother.
Ah. But really, we're just here to have fun with you and communicate. I know it can be silly, but don't worry about that. So I was asking before, when we were in a different spot, is there dark energy or evil energy that was attracted to this site because it loves tragedy and it loves death and sadness and sorrow? Are there evil spirits that have come here? Say 16?
16.
16 of them? Or are you telling me your age?
16.
Do you want one of us to talk? You want one of us to be here? We'll do it, whatever you guys want. I felt great, that raindrop. So everyone knows we're in Utah. It is about 1 in the morning. Ooh, rain's coming a little bit. Rocky will go nuts if it really starts raining. He loves water.
Where's that trail off to?
Trail to.
Well, there's another trail leading to another spot that they found bodies, basically.
The first spot we were at?
No, here. There's another one here.
Well, that's just a lie, Mark.
Yeah.
Ooh, cat ball over there on the side.
3 o'clock. You want us to? Are you gonna start talking?
I'll come over here. Who set that off?
Oh,
Location.
here we go.
There you go, Rock.
For us?
Ooh, it's coming down.
Ooh, those are going off.
Yeah,
Where?
Both cat balls.
this one is too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I wonder, honestly, if the rain's making them go off.
That's what I was wondering.
And number 6.
Cat ball.
I think it's a rain, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are going off like crazy.
Shoot. I'm gonna get rained out here.
It's gonna chance the rain.
You know,
I don't care much about the rain, but I don't want all the equipment to get ruined. Cat ball on the bench. Cat ball over here.
You know what's funny? The cat balls up front aren't going off.
Yeah, maybe they're just getting energy from the rain. Oh, by the way, if you guys need energy, you can take it from the cameras or the lights. You can even borrow some from me if you need to. You can see I have a lot of it. And I love... Whoa!
Whoa. There's
Take the energy from that lightning, yo! Dude, that was nuts.
Dude, are we about to experience like a Ghostbusters?
Dude. Oh! What was that?
Which one?
Rampart.
Had to be the red one.
That was over there. Sarah.
Yeah, they're playing with us. They're taking us all over the place. This is what I should not leave out in the rain. Child.
I got a name, Sarah.
Moving closer.
Moving
And then
closer.
I walked up to one of those inscriptions, and it's Sarah Lee Mitchell, 21.
Whoa.
And I said, "Is that you?" And she said, "Look behind."
Rampart over there again. Again.
Wow.
Rampart in the corner. Rampart in the corner.
Cat ball.
Cat ball by Rocky.
Walk forward. It wants me to
I said move it closer. Yeah, I know, Rock.
shut off again.
Rocky said scratch. Shut it, Mark. Know what it said? Dude, mine said scratch.
Disaster.
That's my daughter's name.
Who do you want to scratch? One of us, or if one of us were Mormon, would you scratch them first? I feel like I'm going to get it because I'm talking the crap.
Can you turn that flashlight on?
Mother, were you a mother? Sarah, were you the mother? Dude, that's a lot of thunder.
This adds to it.
Flowers.
Flowers. There are flowers.
Oh, the airport.
Oh, that makes sense.
5 o'clock.
Dude, I'm just feeling
I'm getting
the
a weird feeling.
lightning. It's awesome.
Oh, great.
A group of you? Were a whole group of you killed? Is that what you're telling me? It was a big group, wasn't it?
What's really cool is it's stormy, but we're not getting poured on.
Yeah, we're not getting like soaked. Stay away. Right when you said that though, Chris, it starts coming down.
Really spoiled that, didn't I?
So I have a question to any spirit. Adam!
I got that one.
Adam!
Cat balls are going off. We're up probably from the rain.
Cat ball, lightning!
And of course, there's a Larry. Always got to be a Larry.
Cat ball behind you. Satan! Oh, say no, say no. Cat ball behind you. Next to you. Look on shelf, it's going crazy. We might need to get the equipment out of here.
Yeah.
For a minute. Dang it. Okay, we're gonna be right back, but you rained us out. Yeah. It's one way to make us leave. Yeah. Cat ball on the floor! Oh, the REM pod's going off the whole time. This REM pod was going off the whole time. Yeah, I think so. Look how big the raindrops are. Dude, that's insane.
That is crazy.
What? It's pretty crazy that it was completely dry. What do you guys think if we drive back over there and if it's dry over, like, 100 yards away, wherever we were?
That'd be pretty crazy.
We got nothing else to do. Let's go see. In case you're just joining us, it's day and night. We got into a big thunderstorm with all kinds of rain. Then we went somewhere else and it stopped, and we came back and it started. It's raining again. What are we supposed to do? But seriously, this site isn't that big. Only 120 people died here. in 2 days. No biggie. It's the Mountain Meadows Massacre. It's a new song everyone's gonna sing.
Mountain Meadow.
Mountain Meadows Massacre. Oh, you like that song, Rock? No, you don't like it? Okay, I stop. It's a pretty good song.
Whenever the volume of your voice goes up, that's when he goes up there.
Rock, chill. No, Rock. See what you did. So far, the rain has not died down going over here.
No.
But we'll see once we park. Rock, stop being a bitch and get in the back. You're being a bitch. Get back there. I said, bitch. Is it not letting up?
It's letting up. It's stopping.
Here, but not there.
Dude, that's messed up. Not even gonna lie.
I don't hear. There's not a drop. Not one sound of a drop right now.
She's stepping out the damn shower talking about, can I help you?
See, that's crazy right there.
Greg, I looked this woman in the eye. I said, bitch, you told me 6:45.
You said that.
Yeah, I said, bitch. Then I laid it out.
But you said bitch,
I
though.
laid it out.
You said bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, now just to make sure. That means record, right?
Yes, it does.
All right.
So we've been up here for 2 minutes. There's not a raindrop in sight. We are only like 100 yards away from the other spot. So we're gonna drive back down there
For a third try.
and see if it rains on us again.
If it does, I think that's a clear sign.
It's a clear sign that we're not wanted. Here we go.
Nothing.
Ooh, nothing. Ooh, lightning. Okay, we're doing it. Paranormal.
That's what we do.
I guess if you have enough souls in one place, you can control the weather. I mean, if it starts raining again down here, I'll straight shit my pants. I'll do it on camera. I will pull the legging of my pants out so you can see the shit come out. And I'll put it on
You
YouTube.
know who you are.
Who you are?
I know who you are.
Jonathan.
That's his middle name.
Jonathan.
All you haven't said is your last name.
There's some.
It's coming.
Plastic.
There it is. Christopher Jonathan Plastic. The reason I know his middle name so quickly, everyone, he's my brother.
No, it's not.
Rock, you getting tired?
Okay.
Right, not a raindrop in sight yet.
Yeah. And then what happens when you pull up? It says.
We'll see what happens with
Okay, we're back.
back, everyone. So far, not raining. So far.
Yes. Let it be known. Proof with the camera. It is not currently raining, even though it was just pouring here.
That thing shut?
It's shut.
Frustration.
Whoa, hey now! Who's over there? What if they're just taking all the energy from it because... Oh my gosh!
Never seen that before.
Yeah! What in the hell?
And it's gone.
Were you taking all the energy from that?
So we've had a Sarah, Joshua, Jessica.
Hey, so when editing this last video, it was pretty clear that I was going to have to make this a 2-part series. And I didn't want to sell the history short. I didn't want to just, say, hey, the Mormons killed all these people and not say much about it. The history of what they had been through was so crazy, and the turmoil and pain that they had been suffering for years and the persecution. I just felt like it was important to put that out there, to understand where these people were coming from. Not to justify what they did, because again, I don't think there's any way you can justify massacring everybody there, everyone in sight, including women and children. So pretty wild though how it started storming, absolutely storming. And as we're about to get back into the investigation and really get into it, which will be part 2 coming up, it gets pretty wild. And I really hope you'll watch part 2, because a lot of crazy things and a lot of fun happens there. So thanks for watching part 1, and we'll see you on part 2.